Live.
Greetings, greetings, everyone. We say peace, love, light to you all. Hope all is well with everyone. Hope all is well with everyone's loved ones, and the best of wishes and energy to you all. Let me check now because I didn't even receive a notification that I'm live, so it looked like it's stalling the thing.
It's live. It's rolling, man. It's live.
Rolling.
It's live. I could see it from where I'm at.
Because I still ain't get it on my end. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's live.
That's crazy. All right. Got the seat right here. Make sure that, let me pull it up right here as well. Make sure that it's, we're all good on my end because I'm not getting nothing back here. Yeah, yeah, they fucking us shit. All right, it just came up now for me. Greetings, everyone. Peace to you all. Peace of light to you all. Uh, Professor Hotstep on a feathered sun. Um, 1978 cap on a to you. Set it low. Let me see. Let me see. Is that better? Brother Hayaharu Amon Ray Elbe, honor to you. Norina Alexander, honor to you. Honor, everyone. All right, so we told you guys that we had a few things in the making um that's coming in, and this is one of the this is the first one of many books that are to come. This book was also inspired by Brother American Arawak. Um, he had came up with the idea for this book. Um, so give our brother much respect to him and for his hard work that he has put in. Right. Um, the book would also be available online real soon. It's going to be available on Amazon and plethora of also online publishing websites as well. As soon as we work out certain documentations uh, with these companies, then it will be online. So right now we have the PDF version that we have available now, and um, it's also could be uploaded on Kindles too, right? Arak, what's going on here? Did he get cut? I think he got cut. Yeah, this is crazy. Hold on, y'all. Arak, either he got cut or he got muted. Yeah, bro, you can hear me?
Sorry about that. You hear me? You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you
Hello?
now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, man. I just went to check because it sounded like someone was downstairs and I'm not sure who it was. So I went got to check to make sure. Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
but what I was
sorry about
saying
that.
is the book. The book is called Just Tools of a Free Man, everyone. And so I was saying that the book it's gonna be available soon on multiple publisher sites, including Amazon, after we finish working out particular documentations and then get it uploaded. Another thing is the book is also compatible with Kindle, right? The PDF version
Yeah.
that we have now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So the PDF version that we have now is also compatible with Kindle. Um, if everyone can hear me, please press one in the chat if you guys can hear me. We will also give out the information of how to get in contact to purchase to to get to acquire one of these books, one of the books as well. This is volume one out of many volumes to come. We also have a learning book coming up for also children as well. That's something that's also in the making. Also, all right, thank you, everyone. Chase Truth, honor. Um, coming up for children as well. So we understand that that uh, we're in difficult times, so we made sure that we put the price as being very cost effective for folks as well when it comes to the books. Okay, um, so brother, if you wanna, speak on the inspiration of what inspired you to um, put together this book, go ahead.
Uh, yeah, most definitely. So what happened was, going through a lot of things with family, and I got a little bit of off balance a bit. Things kind of get rocky, in real life situations. So I have decided, since I have this time now, to um, seem like I have some time for myself now. Um, I have decided that I should put this energy towards material that could actually help people. More so like a handbook type material, more like a tool book. It's hands on. It's there. It's like having it's like having, say, a hymn book, so to speak, or one of them little hand pocket dictionaries. But the only thing with this book now, it is more like the dictionary of how to correct your standing or assert your rights, or you know everything will have to do with the reason why we are in this position that we are in currently. It's more of a undo the mistake type of book, and it goes to explain how to undo the mistakes that cause us to be in the situation that we are in currently. So, you know, as I said, situations happen in life for a reason, and I've come to the reality, and I come to the truth that there's nothing I can do about what happened, and I'm learning to accept it. So, you know, I gave tribute to even a very important figure in my life that's not no is no longer here with us, with me, and that means so much. So that means a lot for me and the one who transitioned, who was actually my queen. So, uh, are my empress, so to speak. That's how we speak in our lingo and thing. But yeah, that's pretty much how it came about, and also the inspiration from Mr. Dartman as well, because he's been pushing me for a while now, letting me know that if the information that we gather over time, we should put it out in the context so people could have access to it. So, you know, it was more so of like he inspired me to do classes, but then he said, instead of doing the classes, why not just put the information in little handbooks? And I was like, okay, that sounds cool. And I gave it a shot, and of course, giving credit also to the one who designed the cover. It's in there. Um, but yes, that was pretty much it in a short manner, or I could put it the best I can. So Yeah, man. So yeah, man. Big up yourself, that man. Next to the push, because you really push me in this direction, for real, for real, for real. So yeah,
Gratitude,
of
brother.
course.
Gratitude. We push each
Hmm.
other, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
as you heard our brother say earlier, that someone very true and dear to him passed away. His wife passed away recently, and so it's been a very difficult road for our brother. You know, I'm not gonna go into what's been going on behind the scenes with certain things that's been going on, but some folks know that when you lose a husband or a wife, the things that you have to deal with afterwards. When it comes to certain ones out there, so a lot of stuff is going on right now. But to keep his mind focused so that the energy don't turn to where he gets locked into a depressive state of mind. I just try to encourage our brother just to do the things that he knew that he would want him to do also as well. And the book is one of them. And uh, current right now, part two of the book is being worked on as well, and we have other things, um, like I said, coming. We also will be releasing the name of our new channel that we have on Rumble real soon. So we do have a platform on Rumble.com. Uh, other than the podcast platform on Encore. So we will be transitioning from YouTube to Rumble real soon when it comes to the heart of the information that we are putting out there, right? So we're going to a platform where we're not going to be censored when we speak on particular topics. But as far as folks and people in general, humanity learning the documentations, information at a particular level to where they are at. We thought it would be a good idea to make sure that you guys have a handbook that you can walk around with, read up on it, study with. Um, Within the book, there are examples of how to do particular things. Um, you could also have it on your Kindle, something digital, on your phone, something that you can easily access, right? Nothing too heavy, too overbearing, because it's not everyone that could take 100, 200 pages of stuff, boom, thrown down in front of them. If anyone understands our people or people in general, people like stuff that's simplistic but straight to the point at the same time, right? So that's how it's tailored to be also as well, and many lessons in it that you can learn from also. Arak, if you want to give a breakdown of some of the examples that you have in the book, uh, so that they could get a picture of what it's about.
Okay, it's pretty much the like how we speak on correcting the record and um, understanding what words mean and how to properly assert your position as the because pretty much you're always the beneficiary of anything you sign because you're the only one who gives extend your credit. So um, pretty much that's what it is. In a like the best I could put it briefly. Um, it's very intriguing in terms of it will change your perspective as far as how you see things now. It will put you more in that underworld of how these tyrants operate, and if that's the proper term for people who do not uh, comply with their own oaths or law or the laws that they took an oath to uphold. Um, So pretty much it takes you in their underworld and how to disarm them from harming you, because in that underworld, there is what how they write the language use get people caught up with their system. So once you could decipher the language or not even deal with the language, you can be parallel within. You could operate parallel to them without getting your hands in mess, caught in that mess that they set the trap for you to step in. So it's pretty much showing you the way how to even avoid even getting to the point of getting setting up in their traps. So it's basically like this is like the introduction to your approach to these any situation concerning these um, places of record, these public record places like the courts, the county recording offices, or anywhere you could actually put put your notice on the record, or put give notice in that context. So that's pretty much what it is in a brief way, so to speak. Um, but are you there?
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Okay.
okay. All
Mhm.
right, folks. So,
Mhm.
someone asked about the websites that we had previously before. We no longer have those websites. The folks that we were dealing with when we had those websites, we're no longer dealing with those people. So it wouldn't be uh uh it wouldn't be good for us to have still operate those websites with those people, right? Those people are disingenuous people. So no, so what we're doing now again with the books, um, so and also with the information that you're speaking on, like other books and these things, what we're going to do, we're going to also develop an app where all the information that we've collected and gathered over the years will be on that app as well, so that you guys can have access to it at your fingertips. You don't have to jump on any websites or anything like that. You just go to the app. You pull up what you want to pull up off of the app, whatever books. If you want info on the history that we've collected, also on this pandemic, also that will be on there. Uh, Governmental documents, medical documents, um, lawful documents, you name it, they'll be on there. Books that we've collected digitally over the years will be on there. Maps, pictures, uh, these things will be on there, right? So instead of just making stuff difficult and working and risking working with folks who are just trying to come and gather whatever information they think they're going to gather for their little sneaky plans that they have out there just for themselves and no one else, or whatever agenda that they have. We just decided we're just going to do it like this, like limit our interactions with certain ones, and just for safety for us and these things, we'll just put the information out like this. So one step at a time. This is the first to many things to come. Like I said, we will be releasing the name of the platform that we do have on Rumble um, very soon, very soon. We will be releasing that. We just have some tweaking and some work to do on that platform right now. Some uploads of particular information from both of also our channel that we could upload on the platform as well. And yeah, so the platform basically though will be like an international news information site. Okay, so that's what it will be. Uh, so it will be geared towards everything educational for people and humanity in general, right? So yeah, this is our way of um making sure that uh we're no longer being censored by going somewhere where there's no censorship. Okay. Um Asking our when we do release the information, asking our subscribers to come over and subscribe over there. So when we go live, when we're doing any uploads, um, when we're doing any uploads, uh, everything will be done from Rumble. We will still continue to upload particular even medical information and these things also on the podcast site with the Shatabi Media as well. So we'll have those two platforms running and gunning, as you say, going as well. And yeah, so we just want to make sure that folks um are able to get the information right. So Alex, if you want to drop the email in the chat,
Okay.
where folks can um get the PDF from the contact email, and when they contact that email, we'll take it from there. Okay.
Yeah, I'll drop it
Yeah.
real quick.
Uh, I still have the D Live. I still have the D Live. I was actually thinking to go live on there one day, right? But because of again, like I'm trying to stay away from platforms that just have a ton of trolls. Because I don't know if you guys remember that when we used to go live on the D Live was a lot of glitches, technical difficulties, and a lot of trolling. You know what I mean? From fake names, bots, all these things, right? So we learn from experience, you know, and we try to go with the safest way possible. Also in the future, we're going to be dealing with Proton Mail as well. Uh, Something that is more secure and protected also, right? So this is our way of just making sure that um, the work doesn't stop. We will still be live, but we're just not going to be as live or like on the YouTubes and these platforms as how we once used to be or be now on the Rumble, right? We still will be uploading great content, audios on the podcast as well. So even if folks aren't able to even acquire certain things, the information is still there on the podcast. It still will be there on the Rumble. The YouTube channels will still be up. So if you want to go back on the YouTube channels, whatever they didn't take down, that's still there. The information will still also be there as well because they're hitting our channels. They're still taking out stuff, videos off of our channels. They took down a lot of videos that we did on the former governor of New York, Cuomo, because they're rewriting the narrative. There were a lot of videos that was done on the history of this hemisphere have been taken down, and we're watching them put out new narratives of what we've broken down and showed actual proof and evidence of, and rewrote this whole thing. And they're putting out the rewritten narrative. So anything that goes up against the rewritten narrative, they're taking down. Okay, some of these videos I did manage to put on drive, but the drive can only but hold but so much sometimes, right? With the books and stuff that we have, yeah. So this is why it's important that we find platforms that are not doing these things, where we can grow, right? We're obvious that we can't do these things on the YouTube because YouTube is a government controlled and backed entity from the CDC Foundation list that was created by your Congress, right? So we know how that goes. Um, we've also been looking into a thing called, what is it? Private judging, Arawak.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, private judging. If a lot of you folks out there don't know what private judging is, I suggest that you research it. There is this YouTube channel. What is her name? Bassi. Is it Angela Bassi? Is it
Bassi,
Angela?
yes.
Let
So
me make sure. Let me see if it is Angela Bassi, right? Um,
it's Bassi though. It's definitely Bassi. The last name
yeah, it's,
Bassi.
I know. Yeah, right. No, it's not Angela Bassi. Um, I'll get back her. Or I'll get it. A matter of fact, I'm going to get it right now for you guys because this is very important, right? So you have lawyers that also operate as private judges, right? From their homes, from their law offices, and those documents that they have, as long as they're operating as private judges, those documents that they have are accessible to the public record, which they don't keep down at the county clerk's office or the courthouse. They keep in their private law firm to say that it's private property or private that you can't get access to it, but it's not true. Now, these are the folks that when they're making rulings in favor of the corporation because they work for the corporation. So that's a major conflict of interest. These are the folks that write up the documents that um, send CPS and these people to come to your house, take your children. These are the folks that rule against you in particular like um, murder cases, traffic cases, you name it, from small to big cases. And they've already have their prejudgment of you, and they already make their judgment, and that's that, and that's what it is when they do it, right? And they are getting paid millions of dollars a year to do this. Okay, millions of dollars a year, and a lot of people don't know what private judging is, so they don't even know that the person that made the decision on their case is an attorney operating as a private judge. The ridiculousness of this thing, right? Uh, I'm going to pull up her, see if I can pull up her thing. I sent it to a friend to take a look at, right? But so that is the email that American ROX put in the chat, at AmericanROX at gmail.com for information on the Susan Bassi. That's her name, Susan Bassi. Right, that's a good
Okay.
YouTube channel to go check out. She's been digging into these people for over 5 years now. Okay, over 5 years now, and she ran into some brothers out there that when her channel was only stuck on like 12 subscribers, those brothers had big channels, and they promoted her channel, and it's up to like 50,000 subscribers now. Right, so she's doing good work. She's not as versed in the information as she should be, but we don't pay attention to her skin complexion neither because what she's exposing is a deep, deep corrupt part of the system that was undercover for many years to the point that even we didn't even know this stuff, right? But with the paperwork and the information that we know, right? If our brothers and sisters apply this information that we know to go and find these private judges who are in your state, because they're there, they're in New York, and we know how corrupt New York is to stop and frisk and all of that, right? And these are the folks that write these mandates as well out there. They're there, okay? They're in Jersey, they're in Philly. So imagine these small towns like what this lady come from, or parts of California in these Caucasian areas that they're running rampant on them over there. Imagine in our American Indian neighborhoods that they will call black or African American neighborhoods. Could you imagine what these people are doing? Crazy, folks. Crazy.
It's
right?
crazy, man.
I don't know if we have any moderators in the chat. What
Yeah,
is this?
I remove it. I remove it.
Okay,
Some type of if you like clickbait, some type of like
yeah, yeah.
type
So
of
this
thing.
is
Yeah.
saying that they're targeting our platform, right?
Uh-huh.
So this shows why we're going to Rumble and these things. So we already have a good amount of uploads on the Rumble site, but we're now just going to add a lot more of our content now on there and these things, and that's something that we're looking to get done um by spring, by the spring coming in, right? Because spring is the official New Year, but
Mm-hmm.
folks, man, look, we our goal is to try to improve not only in ourselves but to try to improve on the information that we put out there and try multiple different ways to make sure that you guys are informed. Okay, so we're going to try our best to stay away from these, like I said, these government controlled platforms. Um, so we have volume two that's being worked on now. We have a picture book that's coming out, right? A picture book that I suggest that when we put this book together, that folks who keep this book, because in a few years from now you won't be able to find these pictures anywhere. And what I'm realizing that there's a lot of Caucasian folks are taking these pictures and trying to copyright them, and they're selling them back as artwork for thousands of dollars of your
Mm-hmm.
ancestor pictures. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so we decided that we're going to put together a book also so that you guys can have this and pass it down to your children and your children's children, because we're at the stage where now you're going to have to start challenging these schools when they're teaching African history to your children, you who know who you are now, so that your child should be exempt from those type of teachings, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it should be put in your hands to teach your children about our American Indian history the proper way, because those public educational platforms or infrastructures, they're not going to do it because they're backed by big corporations, and it's the same big corporations that are oppressing the information of who you are. But you know, and you stand on the grounds that your child is not an African or a descendant of Africans, so then your child should be exempt from learning about that they came from slaves, of African slaves. That is a major discrimination, according
Mm-hmm.
to um,
The
UNDRIP,
UN.
drip,
Yeah.
uh, major
Mm-hmm.
discrimination. Okay, so these are those steps that you can take to take back some power of your cultural identity. All right. Um. Yeah. No, I wouldn't. I would not put our ancestral pictures as NFTs. I want to do it. Um. No, I want to do it. I want to do it. It just wouldn't feel right. If it's one's own personal artwork and these things, and you want to do that as NFT, fine. Um. Now, here's the undercurrent of the NFT crypto market. The government created cryptocurrency, okay? And the reason why the government created cryptocurrency is because they needed to create lockdowns to put everything more so underneath the operation of a digital dollar, so that they can have more digital wallets created out there, so that the major banks can take control of those digital wallets. This is why you have your presidents or those who are citizens of the corporation, your president today pushing for 86,000 more IRS workers. This is why you see places like Coinbase, Robinhood, even Cash App, and these places now asking for your tax ID information and these things now, okay? Because they're going to put it to where the big banks are in control of your digital wallet, and if they feel like shutting down your wallet and targeting you and cutting off your viable source of income, that's what they're going to do because it's digital now. You no longer could go to the bank and pull out that paper dollar or that coin, that coinage, unless you're one of them that has been stacking up on silver and gold for a long time because that's going to be the new black market currency. Okay, if you have silver and gold, that's what that's going to be. Because they're going to bring out back that 1972 law to try to make those things illegal again, and only government workers or the government, what they call the government, can have it. And if you don't understand or comprehend what government is, there is no such thing as government as how you are viewing it as a source that's put together to make sure that the people is okay. Government is a plethora of just major corporations that came together and created one big body board called your Senate, your Congress, your president's office, your mayor's office, your governor's office. They all work for the Rockefellers, the Bilderbergs, the Koch brothers, these things, Bill and Melinda Gates. They work for these people. Once they started taking multiple millions of dollars of donations from them, they work for them. So your government is not a government of what you think. They are now private, under the guise of a public entity for the public. Okay.
They're fascist. It's fascism.
Yes.
It's fascist. Yeah, that's what we're living on. A fascism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a communist world. So even though the crypto market is a great market, it is also a weapon that's being used against you. Only if you knew, right? Because what they're doing now is they're manipulating the crypto market. So they're picking and choosing who they want to be wealthy and who they don't want to be wealthy. And then they created plethora of YouTube platforms that these folks are telling you this is the coin to get, this is the coin to get, right? And then when you go and you're buying that coin, what happens is the folks who they call whales or the major the billionaires and trillionaires, they buy up a shitload of those coins. And then when you, the retailer, are buying and buying and buying and buying, the whales are making more of a profit. And then when they made a particular type of profit before you can make your profit, they start dumping, which makes the coin lose value. Then when the coin lose value than what it was worth before, the whales again come in and start buying and buying and buying and buying. When it starts going back up, they dump it again, right? Because you now start buying because you see the whales buying, right? So you're stagnant. So if you think you're going to make a profit that year, you have to wait 4, 5, 10 years before you hit that $1 million goal that you think you're going to hit. That's what they're doing. So they're manipulating the crypto market, which is unlawful. It is against the law. But what are you going to do when the Vanguard group are one of Coinbase's biggest backers? How many times you went to go buy a crypto coin through Coinbase at a particular time, and then next minute you know they're saying, "Oh, there's a glitch. You can't. The coin is not available right now. You can't purchase it. Error, error." These things are purposely done. You got to understand. So if they can do that, they can control literally your digital wallet, unless you know how to create your own digital wallet, right? So we're stepping into a new era where you're going to have to understand how to operate as a bank yourself. You're going to have that
Hmm.
knowledge of how to create your own bank, right? To stay in this, to operate in the private structure and step away from their public banks, their Bank of Americas, their Wells Fargo's, and these things. Because even Coinbase themselves is a bank. All crypto organizations right now, they're banks. If they give you loans, that's a
Hmm.
bank. They have interest on fees that gather on their stuff, that's a bank. You understand? You can transfer money in and out, that's a bank. You can purchase from the account, that's a bank. You can store your money in that in Coinbase, it's a bank. It's a banking structure. It's a digital banking structure. And what you have to understand is these these companies, Robinhood and these companies, Microsoft, all these companies are government backed companies, meaning that they're funded by the federal government. When you start
Hmm.
digging in their stuff, they're funded by the federal government. Because I have a 20-minute audio of me going at it with Coinbase, boy. When they tried a little thing with their account and they try to put me as the holder of the account, and had to come back and like, huh? No, 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 no. I'm not the holder of the account now. No, no, no. And I want an account overview. When I immediately as I ask for an account overview, everything that I screenshot that I still have, when they finally sent me the information of the account overview, they changed a lot of stuff because they don't know that I screenshot these things, right? So you have to be careful when you're operating with these folks because what they're doing, what the major corporations have done. Remember, 1933, the U.S. Federal Corporation declared bankruptcy. They are trillions of dollars in debt. Well, if you pay attention to all the investors in the U.S. federal corporation, these folks bought up hundreds of millions of dollars of cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin. That means they've done made back that money 20 times fold to pay off their debt, but they chose not to because they're going digital in the currency. So they're going to leave you as the holders of the debt until you
Mm-hmm.
understand how to come up out of that. Okay, and they're doing that to keep you poor and to slow up the rate of wealth that you can accumulate in a short period of time. The world is a big place, especially the digital world is a big place. It should be easy to come into wealth in the digital world. But what they did now, this is why I used to tell folks, pay attention to the Facebook whistleblower. She told you about Operation Alice when they start messing with the algorithm to limit how much income you can pull in.
Hmm.
So they're literally picking and choosing. And you know you have a lot of racial people in this world that are in these positions. So they know who is brown skin from who is fair skin. They know. Okay. You got anything that you want to say, brother?
Yeah, I mean, you're on the right track, bro. That's pretty much it. What really I want to say about the book again is that it's the American Arawak's Nation Learning Institute that it's published by. Okay, because it's we create learning institutions for our people in this manner of providing reading materials for our people, and I believe knowledge and experience is one of the greatest teachers um, for our people to avoid these traps. You know, and back to where you was saying about that lady exposing these private judges. So this is where this book is very important because it's pretty much gonna give you an insight to how to address matters concerning um, going into court and all these things. So
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it's pretty much
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So
one moment.
again, folks, go ahead, bro, because you was tripping out a little bit. All right. Yeah, I guess his connection is acting up. So I'll wait till he gets back in. All right. 'Cause I see that he muted a little bit, but like we were saying, the book is created to teach you guys how to maneuver throughout this system here. Okay. Um, Pretty much uh it's to give you put you in good standing where you are not so easily taken advantage of. And it's also information that you can also, while you're learning, teach your sons and your daughters as well. Right? It's good information for them to learn. My brother-in-law, he started coming into this information, and you'll learn that even though you're a person that knew this information for years and you've been trying to uplift and educate your loved ones, and they were ones that used to shun it when their friends or people also that they're close to come into it, their friends, you're the one that you will plant the seed, but their friends will be the one to help them grow. That is also already in this information. So I'm watching a beautiful thing happen in front of my eyes where he's now learning, and his friend is also sitting down with him, showing him how to do the documentation, these things. So I know that my nephews are going to grow up in a home where they're going to learn this information that is going to be passed down to them, because he also made it clear that he's going to start teaching his sons when they become of age to learn this information, so that when they go out there in the world today, that they're not at an disadvantage. Okay, and this is what it's about. This is something that we all should be doing with our children, with our nieces, with our nephews, right? And again, to if anyone that's interested in getting the book, just contact American Arawaks at gmail.com. That's American Arawaks at gmail.com. And we'll go through that process as well. We also will be also setting up to do like if anyone is interested in consultations, if anyone is interested in getting a trust created, documentations created that they might need, uh, that's the email to also contact right now as well. And yeah, so we'll deal with everyone privately and go over what it is to go over and uh, walk you through about how to acquire and get the book, and uh, we'll get it done. We'll get it done, right? This is the way to avoid the trolls and all the sabotaging of platforms and these things, right? So, and this is the way how we are going to build um, the infrastructures that we are building so that we can put back into helping our people. We weren't joking when we said that this is the year that we wanted to start also our charity of also helping out and giving back to our brothers and sisters. I had a family member that went um, back home, and we invested into a charity that they did, and it was supposed to go for 2 days, and it ended up going for 12 days, right? So we want to bring something like that here to the mainland. So this we're going to be pushing towards accomplishing the things that we want to accomplish for the empowerment and the betterment of our people. We can't do like the folks out there that talk and talk this and talk that, and then go in on their lives and show you abandoned buildings like they have these buildings, and here you are 5 years later and nothing is being built, nothing is being done. So this is how we can do. We know that we don't have the money to buy a building and these things, right? But we can create these documentations, these books, these things, so that you can keep us record and be empowered, right? Because knowledge is power, right? Um, we will also be in the future setting up seminars also as well, and these things, So we're going to make sure that the information is out there for the people. We're going to step up the how we upload. Um, we're going to step up how we upload information also on the podcast as well, and we're going to be doing our streams predominantly from the Rumble when we're ready to release the Rumble site, right? So we're just going to be working on the Rumble site as well. Was not 100% set on the name for the Rumble site, right? So it's everything is spiritual, so we just have to be careful of the names that we use in these things as well, right? So yeah, um, section three.
Absolutely.
Okay, okay,
Absolutely, bro.
yeah, yeah. Um, so I don't know if our brother has anything more that he wants to say, but we're gonna wrap this up soon. Um, and the streams that we're gonna be doing now, like the live streams and stuff that I have organized and stuff to do, will be done now from the Rumble when we're ready to release the Rumble. Like I said, I will still do at least. about 2 or 3 more streams from here until that time comes. But we won't be streaming on this platform here regularly, more than just to start promoting the podcast and the Rumble site. All right, so that we could get our brothers and sisters over to those platforms and stuff. And like I said, we are going to be putting together an app where we the information that we've been gathering. Every time we gather something, we're going to upload it onto the app. So just like how they have Scribe and stuff, we'll have the app like that, so that you guys can go in there and get the information off of there and stuff, and download it and straight onto your phone, your laptop, wherever you want to store it and put it at, right? So, um, the saying is no man left behind, right? So, but we we can't we're not saviors. We're just here to bring forth the knowledge and try to help you comprehend the information to the best of our ability. The savior tool, you have the ability to be your savior. Every man is their savior, is their own savior. You understand?
Mhm.
And same goes. Don't look to also be your family member's savior, because what we've learned is that as much as you love your loved ones and as much as you love your brothers and sisters out there, you cannot force them to want to learn this information. You cannot force it on them. They will reject it. So all you have to do is you focus that information with you, and when you start leading by example, um, they will adhere to the information if they so choose. They'll see how you're operating. They'll see how much more smoother things are going for you, and then they'll come and want to learn. It's that give a man a fish or teach a man a fish. You give a man a fish, he's gonna eat for a day. If you teach him to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. You understand? But it has to be his decision to want to learn how to fish. You see what I'm saying? So it has to be his choice, right? So let's just keep that in mind. And as you can see, you see the attacks coming. I we my suspicion that these attacks is coming from because of the video that we've done on the whole Richard Curry in the Maroon thing, because they do have cybersecurity expert that's in their camp that knows these things as well, right? But so we will be putting out more information on them later in the future, and the folks that the Arab folks that they've teamed up with and these things. We saw that even Himakila put out an interesting video the other day. Was it the other day, bro? Or was that live on Facebook done today? That stream done today on Facebook.
I'm not sure. It's probably a couple days on there now.
Okay, so I know you guys heard me speak on Hemoc before in the past, and because of his Moorish background, I for one did not trust him. Right, I'm still kind of skeptical, but I am seeing a turn within him where he's now speaking up more on certain things. And you guys also saw when I also put out there that there's a lot of folks out here that either came from his camp that ripped off a lot of the documentations that he had and try to resell it back to you guys with a Moorish letterhead on it saying Callaway, um and these things. And there's a lot of folks that uh took his information and try to go out there and badmouth him also as well, and use his information to better the standing that they were in, Raymond Two Hawks and them. And he's finally speaking up and coming out and speaking on these some of these folks as well. And he also put it out there that he was a part of the Moorish Science Temple, but they couldn't help him. And why is that? Because again, again, for all our brothers and sisters out there, Moorish brothers and sisters out there who are subscribed to this platform, I suggest that you take heed, because the time will come where you're going to see that when you joined the Moorish Science Temple. All you have done was just joined another branch of the corporation that was created to usurp your American Indian identity and land. Be very careful. Be very careful. That's in their treaty of peace and friendship. You understand? So be very careful. They have many faces. They are a part of many organizations that you wouldn't think is under the Moorish umbrella, but they are, right? So be very careful. So when he came out on that stream that he did and let it be known, he let it be known, back in 2010 or so, he let it be known of the person that he was under the guidance of and these things. So, I'm still a little skeptic of the brother, but when a person's putting out particular information out there, one thing I could never say though is that his documentations are bullshit. But you must know how to read these documentations to know what's for you and what's not for you. That's all I could tell one person tell you guys, right? Can't tell you that his documents is bullshit. Like he has solid information in his stuff. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, yeah. Um, but with that being said, we are about to get up out of here as well, and we say peace, love, and light to you guys. American Alex, you got anything else you want to say?
Um, no, not right now.
Okay, okay. So again, to get the PDF form of the book, just reach out to American Arawaks at gmail.com, right? We will post it at the top of the comment section. Sometimes they'll make it seem like there is no comment section, but if you go and you scroll down, you'll see like two arrows going up, one arrow going up, one arrow going down. You click on it, and the comment section will show. Okay, it will show, and then you'll see our comment at the top of the comment section, right? If you don't see our comment up there at the top of the comment section, when you click on those two arrows, you'll see like an X, and then you'll see like one, two, three lines, right? That will look like volume lines. You click on that, and then you'll see top comments and newest comments pop up, and you just click at the newest comments or top comments, and it will show up. So this is what they've been doing to bury um, our comment section to make it seem like it's not there as well, right? So yeah. So with this targeting of the cyber attack that's going on now, I strongly believe that's coming from Richard Curry enough. It's too much of a coincidence that after we did the video on, if you guys have not seen that video on American Airwax's platform, because this platform had received a strike, it was down, and the other platform is still under a strike. They hit it with two strikes for one video. Both platforms, two strikes for one video for something we shared from MSNBC about informed consent, right? Also, folks, check out the informed consent laws in your state, your city that you are in, and you'll get a good grip of why they did that, right? That just you'll get a good grip. Even YouTube informed consent, right? And you'll see. But yeah, folks. So with that being said, again, we say peace, love, light to you all, and much love. Stay safe. Again, and divided we stand. I mean, united we stand, divided we fall. Right? Everyone else is unified. Right?
Yes.
Everyone else is unified, and everyone else that's being hit negatively, they're just collateral damage, and you are what they will say are the main course. Okay, this is about you. It's about you. You
Mm-hmm.
can't the things that they push on television here and how they show you here on television. You can't go to China and push those things on the Chinese. You can't do it. You can't go to Africa and push those things on the Africans. You cannot do it. You can't go to the Philippines and push those on the Philippines. You cannot do it. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
They show you in every degrading manner as possible. on this television, this hypnotic box, brainwashing box. Every time I turn on the TV, they're pushing these HIV commercials now, right? They're pushing these HIV commercials from the experiments that they've been doing for years in Mexico with these pills that lowers the HIV count, but it doesn't cure you, and telling you that you could go out there and still have unprotected sex as long as you're on this pill and you won't transmit HIV to somebody else. That is bullshit. Have taken a pill to lower your count don't mean that you still don't have it. And on these commercials, they're showing predominantly our people as homosexual. You can't go to China and do that. They're not doing that in China. They're not doing that in Japan. They're not doing that in these places. And it's and even though they're showing you as homosexual, they're not even showing you as a homosexual with your own. They're showing you as a homosexual in a biracial homosexual relationship. Then in some of these commercials when they're showing it's supposed to be the Negro family structure, it's always a single mother with a bunch of kids. She's made it past the odds and she's graduating from college and getting her online degree for all the children, and you're like, God damn, where's the dad? They don't show those on their TVs in their country. Why do they push that here on you?
Mm-hmm.
This television, this witch's box, it's all a weapon against you. This is why you need particular information to free your mind first before you can take in this tele box so that your mind can be strong to know
Mm-hmm.
what it is that these people are doing, and you can actually then view certain things for as actual entertainment purposes. Okay?
Just business.
Yeah. So understand this, right? You see they pump out the herpes commercials and all these things. And they even tell you what the side effects are. But on the 19 commercials, they don't tell you no side effects, not one.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see those commercials, it's predominantly our people. When they're in the local commercial, you pay attention to your local commercials, you'll see it. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Remember the article was it you shared with me or I shared it with you? The
Mm-hmm.
politician, the politician that started questioning the states that have child that has um made child marriages legal.
Yeah, or it was pornography. I believe he was saying it's pornography because the things that the
Yeah,
teachers would be teaching them like about the organs and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like pornography. Yeah, it was charging them. I believe it was the governor for that state.
yeah.
Um, so and also I want to add because I almost forgot. If you guys need the book, the ebook, 'cause this is the ebook, right? The ebook version. All you gotta do is email um, americanartworks@gmail.com. Don't be afraid to ask. Just put a notice saying you want the ebook. Let me know, and then in the private, I'll let you know how much donations we seek for the reading material, and I'll share with you on a Cash App link, and you could donate, and then I'll email the book to you guys. So no hard copy at the moment because remember I have to go through Amazon for all of that and all that stuff. So I'm just making it available as it is right now until the hard copy is there. You just gotta do what you gotta do for the moment. So um, you could get the ebook. It's available right now. The hard copy is not in stores yet because that's a whole process by itself. So yeah, just letting you guys know how you could get the ebook if you're interested. That's the easiest way at the moment for you to get access to the book. All right, so don't be afraid to email. Shoot an email over to americanrx@gmail.com. Let me know you're interested in the book. Boom. I'll share the link with you, Cash App link. You donate. Boom, you get the book. All right,
Yeah,
that's simple.
yeah.
All right.
So the hard copies are coming, right? Like I stated early in the beginning, uh, it will be on multiple platforms, even on Amazon. We're just sorting out certain documentations first, and then we'll have it on the Amazon on what was it the name of the other sites, bro? Uh,
What you
and
say? What you
the
say?
other sites that we're going to put it on.
Oh yeah, I was looking into some of those. Blurb is, I believe, is one, but I have to go
Yeah,
through Blurb or look at Blurb properly. It's, as I said, it's not that.
and Kindle. Well, it's already Kindle ready right now, but
Yeah, it's Kindle ready
that's
because right now I have the ebook version in the Kindle on my phone right now. I have it. I'm scrolling
yeah,
through it right now as we speak. So it's yes, it's you could Kindle it, all of that. It's readable in
okay.
Kindle. Hmm.
So
Yeah.
when you receive the PDF, you can place it on your Kindle. For those who have Kindle, all right. And the hard copy will be coming soon. Once we sort out the rest of the stuff that we have to sort out. But the decision was made to just not hold off and just put it out there, right? So that's why we've released it and putting it out here now. Okay. So yeah. But all right, y'all. We're gonna get up out of here again, once again at AmericanArrowx@gmail.com, and we're gonna place the information in the top of the comment section, so that you guys can have access to it as well. And then we'll also put up a post as well about the book and where to get information from about acquiring the book. All right. So yeah. But with that being said, peace, everyone. Stay safe out there. Much love to you guys. Much love. All right.